A number of significant military allies of the Philippines, such as the United States and other ASEAN nations, have garnered global attention. Yet one partner that has received minimal recognition is Israel. Yes, this small Middle Eastern country has played a crucial role as a defense equipment partner for the Philippines. This isn't unexpected given Israel's reputation for military innovation. So, when the Philippine government sought collaborators for military modernization, Israel emerged as a formidable contender. The ties between Israel and the Philippines are almost 75 years old as Israel itself. In fact, in the UN resolution of 1947, the Philippines was one of those 33 countries that favored the splitting of Palestine into Arab and Jewish states, with Jerusalem placed under a special international regime. It might be interesting to note that the Philippines was the only Asian country that favored the partition. The relations between the two states have been cordial and warm. Political, economic, scientific, and technological coalition has only prospered. The State of Israel and the Republic of the Philippines established full diplomatic ties in 1957, but the year 1958 marked the signing of an official treaty of friendship between the two countries. It's not only about formalities like shaking hands and signing papers, but also about possessing state-of-the-art military hardware. Since then, the world has seen the Philippines supporting Israel even in its unlawful maneuvers to expand into Palestinian territories. Since 2010, the military forces of the Philippines and Israel have been collaborating following the signing of a memorandum of understanding on logistics and defense industry cooperation between the two nations. The armed forces of the Philippines stated, "The MOU is centered on improving intelligence exchanges, logistics, education and training, counterterrorism, and cybersecurity." The Philippine military relied on outdated or repurposed armored vehicles for a long time. However, there appears to be a shift now. As per various reports, the Philippines Army is set to acquire 30 new light tanks manufactured by Israel. These tanks are produced by Elbit Systems Landsabra Ascod, which is an acquisition part of the Philippines military modernization program. The tank supply feels like the tip of the iceberg when you hear about the aerial defense system contract between the Philippines and Israel, valued at approximately 6.8 billion Philippine pesos. Now, air defense holds paramount importance for any nation. However, in the case of the Philippines, an archipelago with numerous islands and an extensive coastline, it becomes even more essential. Israel has contributed to the Philippines' air defense capabilities by providing the Spider air defense system. These acquired assets consist of a mobile air missile defense system designed to safeguard critical installations, land-based fixed assets, mobile platforms, and friendly forces from various aerial threats, including combat aircraft, attack helicopters, unmanned aerial vehicles, rockets, and more. According to reports, these Spider air defense systems are stated to defend the country's so-called center of gravity. There's more to the story beyond the tanks and aerial defense systems. Israel is extending its assistance to the Philippines in the maritime sector. The Philippine Navy, which was the least modernized among the country's military branches, witnessed a transformation when Israel handed over a shipyard to the Philippines. The shipyard utilized in the Philippines had previously manufactured missile boats. Now, with the assistance of Israel Shipyards Limited, the Philippine Navy has gained the capability to construct its own warships. Additionally, Israel has played a role in equipping the Philippines Navy with radar systems, electro-optics, and Navy missile boats, totaling around 10 billion pesos for 2 fast-attack interdiction craft missiles. The collaboration between the Philippines and Israel in the defense industry goes beyond mere transactions, involving technology transfer and joint training exercises that enhance the operational efficiency of both military forces. The enhanced military collaboration between the Philippines and Israel has bolstered the Philippines' defense capabilities, and it has the potential to influence both regional dynamics and global geopolitics. With this new hardware, the Philippines can confidently assert itself on the regional stage, whether dealing with territorial disputes or participating in international naval exercises. Now that we've established how essential this military hardware is for the Philippines, it's important to note that the partnership is reciprocal. Israel also stands to gain valuable assets from this collaboration. Both nations share a mutual interest in technology, transfer, and joint training exercises, contributing to the heightened effectiveness of their respective military forces. Israel boasts one of the most advanced defense industries globally, and its significance extends beyond domestic applications. As one of the foremost arms exporters worldwide, forging connections with the Philippine market enhances Israel's position in Southeast Asia. The collaboration between the Philippines and Israel in defense agreements attracts global attention. This partnership is unfolding in a dynamic global landscape where alliances are evolving and traditional foes are re-evaluating their stances. But what strategic advantages does Israel have? The Middle East remains a focal point of geopolitical tensions, and Israel, given its intricate history, frequently faces isolation. Engaging with countries like the Philippines allows Israel to broaden its diplomatic and military connections, diminishing reliance on conventional Western allies. This diversification provides Israel with breathing space and increased alternatives for navigating its intricate geopolitical landscape. For numerous decades, the Filipino government has provided unwavering support to Israel, disregarding its several breaches of international law and serious offenses against Palestinians residing within its occupied territories. Not only has it favored Israel in ceding Palestinian territories, but it also invariably actively sought to protect it from international criticism. Since the Hamas attacks on Israel started on October 7th, the Philippines consistently expressed solidarity with Israel and denounced the harm inflicted on Israeli civilians. Maintaining its long-standing pro-Israel stance, the Philippines not only advocated for the human rights of Israelis, but also provided steadfast support to the Israeli government. On October 27th, the United Nations General Assembly approved a non-binding resolution overwhelmingly urging an immediate humanitarian ceasefire between Israel and Hamas and insisting on providing aid access to Gaza. The resolution garnered support from 120 countries, signaling clear opposition to the ongoing Israeli siege and bombardment of Gaza, which has resulted in the loss of numerous civilian lives. The Philippines, among 45 other countries, chose not to align itself with those supporting the resolution, opting for abstention from the vote. The country acknowledged Israel's right to self-defense, but refrained from commenting on the human rights abuses and war crimes experienced by Palestinians in Gaza. While the decision was disappointing, it wasn't entirely unexpected. Demonstrating unquestioning backing for Israel goes against the Philippine government's own long-term interests. The Philippines has first-hand experience with the dangers of having a militarily and economically influential neighbor that consistently flouts international law and seeks expansion into the territories of neighboring smaller states. The Philippines has a history of territorial disputes with China and has encountered conflicts with Chinese vessels. Backing violators of international laws and norms could undermine the Philippines' efforts to denounce China's territorial aggression in the West Philippine Sea. Many countries in the Indo-Pacific region have taken a pro-Palestinian stance. The Philippines cannot anticipate support from the international community in addressing violations of international law by a neighboring state, while simultaneously providing support to similar violations by another nation. The United States has been an enduring ally to both Israel and the Philippines. How does it perceive this collaboration? On the one end, stronger Philippine military capabilities, with assistance from Israel, can align with American interests in upholding a balance of power in the Asia-Pacific region. On the other hand, it may also raise considerations about the US's position as the primary defense provider for the Philippines. Moreover, it's important to acknowledge the repercussions of the global arms trade. As the Philippines broadens its channels for military hardware, there's a potential for other nations in the region to pursue a similar course. This opportunity may pave the way for Israel to cultivate additional connections with other Southeast Asian nations, broadening its presence in the global market. Therefore, when we step back to examine the broader picture, it becomes clear that the military collaboration between the Philippines and Israel holds extensive implications. It transcends mere considerations of tanks, ships, or missiles. It pertains to altering the dynamics in both regional and global geopolitics. While the developing defense partnership between the Philippines and Israel holds promise for both nations, like any collaboration, it encounters its unique set of challenges and uncertainties regarding the future. As both countries progress in solidifying this alliance, the necessity for public discussion becomes crucial. As evident from the substantial controversies and criticisms linked to military alliances, the influence of public opinion in shaping and scrutinizing these strategic partnerships cannot be overlooked. For this collaboration to endure and be advantageous for both nations, the support of their respective populations is crucial. The ultimate success or failure of this evolving partnership between Israel and the Philippines will hinge on how each country navigates the intricate web of geopolitics, ethics, and public opinion. In summary, the future of the military-economic relationship between the Philippines and Israel is an unfolding narrative marked by complexities and uncertainties.